name is Umar Ali, and my photography name is Dash. I got the name Dash by a good friend of mine, which I call my sister, named Jackie. And we was watching the movie Incredibles. She called herself Jack Jack, and she just was like, "You should be Dad." I've been doing photography for about approximately 3-4 years. I started around like I was 14, 15, and when you're young, you trying to find ways to make money and have your own income instead of asking your parents for income. Somebody, one of my neighbors reached out to me, and he is a photographer, part-time photographer. He taught me photography, and once I got the hang of it, he gave me a camera, and I started doing it ever since. The camera I use is a 5D Mark III, and I just love it because it's clear. You don't need to do much, and I just came from a 7D to a 5D Mark III. It's a big difference in the quality. The hardest aspect is keeping up with people. I feel so keeping consistent work and consistent with your customers, contacting them, making sure they're okay. Like, you want to make sure your customers are happy. And pictures, they keep coming back to you. Their family wants something. They got a birthday party, maybe a photo shoot they want to do. You got to keep up with your customers and making sure that you meet your deadlines and treat your customers the way you want to be treated. Most people think that photographers, like all the girls or even female photographers, they get a lot of money, they having fun, and it is an art, and you are doing what you love, but it's still 75% business at the end of the day. Most people don't understand that. People have a mindset because you're looking from the outside in. Honestly, I thought the same thing. I became a photographer, you learn the hard way that this is not all fun and games. It is sometimes, but you still got to handle business at the end of the day. Well, a photographer taking pictures, that may sound in the simplest form. You're taking pictures of other people or maybe even still photographers, but you're capturing the moment for someone, and you're selling what you captured, so it is your art, and you're an artist that captures the moment, basically, and either you sell it to someone else or you hang it up. Someone is buying it because you're making money off of it. The equipment I use for a studio shoot would be a backdrop, 3-point lighting setup, maybe 1 or 2 backdrop. Like to switch it up in the shoot. Your camera, of course, you have your triggers that connects from the lighting setup to your camera, so it flashes when you hit the camera, the actual shutter. Some problems I may come across during a studio shoot is guiding the model to the type of pose you want. It may not be always my project, so the model has trouble conveying the message she wants to convey and the type of picture she wants, and you have to help them guide them there. But sometimes you're not sure yourself, but it usually comes along. The models and the people usually have their own ideas, but you still have to guide them too. I work with some experienced models already know what they want to do, and it just feels natural to them. Some people just like taking pictures, and it's easier to them. But some people are not very photogenic, but they do want pictures taken. So you do have to guide them, and you have to be photogenic and know how to take pictures as well, and get them to exactly where you want to go. The type of poses you're looking. So that's why I say studying is very important. Even though you're doing it outside, if you can control the lighting, it's very important. You want to bring your camera, different types of lenses, your portrait lenses, long range lenses, your close-up shots, or if you want your landscape lenses as well, you want to catch the environment around you as well as the model. The location, the outside shoot probably takes about 5 days because you want to figure out where you want to shoot at, the type of theme you're shooting in, what equipment do you need for the location, because it may be at night or daytime, it may be raining, or not raining, but gray outside, or your color temperature of the area around you may be different, so you want to prepare for what you're doing. So I say at least about 5 days, and then the editing process as well. Sometimes the location may not be available or accessible how you want it to be. It may not come out the way you thought it was because maybe you have went there and you've seen it, but the pictures may not came out exactly how you wanted it to. After a photo shoot, I would make sure I export the pictures to my computer, back them up twice so I don't lose anything. Then I would start the editing process, and even before the editing process, I would make sure the people like the pictures and that they picked the certain ones that they wanted. You're adjusting color temperature, contrast, the brightness, even the whites and the blacks of certain areas, your shadows. A simple photo shoot, you're adjusting just the basic settings and making sure the picture look as crisp as possible. The only two products I've used, Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Lightroom, because they continue to update and the updates are great. I will continue to use it for years to come. I do some photo shoots for free and just to try some new things out. Even though you're a photographer, you want to make money, you have to have somebody you shoot with and love to shoot with and to try new things, because you're learning as you go along. Even if you're the best photographer in the world, you're still learning. There's still much to learn. It's something you haven't done yet, or something that could be done. So I don't mind knowing it. You know, I'll pick one person and we'll shoot. Some people may propose new ideas, and I like their energy and I like their drive. You know, I have a clothing line. That works in both favors. Some of the struggles of being a photographer is you don't have a 9 to 5. You have a 24 to 7. If to meet a deadline, you got to stay up all night. That's what you got to do. You really can't have no excuses. You got to meet the deadlines. You got to do what you got to do, because this is what you agreed to, and you accept the people's money. So being a photographer, you have to be mature and grown up and willing to accept responsibility, because you have people's vision in your hands. They come to you to convey their message to the world, and you help them convey it. You can find me on the social networks, Dash with the Cam, you know, everything. My email, dashwiththecam@gmail. You're looking to be a photographer or get in the media business, you gotta stay motivated and hungry, because you gotta love what you do. You gotta have passion for it, because it's not easy. Most people think it's easy. You can pick up a camera and make some money. It's not that simple. You gotta really love what you do and, you know, be hungry and chase your dreams. It's right there.